Welcome students. Today we will start with chapter number 3, that is relational model. The contents for this lecture: why relational model and structure of relational model. Structure of relational model consists of 4 points, that is basic structure, database schema, keys and schema diagram. Out of which we will see only basic structure in today's lecture. So remaining 3 points we will see in the coming lectures. So let us start with why relational model. You know, we have seen different models in chapter 2, that is ER model, entity relationship model, the network model, etc. Out of which the relational model today is the primary data model used for all commercial data processing applications like banking, railway reservation, etc. It has attained its primary position. Why? Because of its simplicity, which eases the job of the programmer as compared to the earlier data models such as network model and hierarchical model. So the answer to why the relational model is simple, because it is simple for implementation and eases the job of the programmer. That is why the relational model is a primary data model and very famous data model used for data processing. Next is structure of relational model. So any relational database consists of collection of tables, and each of which is assigned a unique name. So each and every table is having a unique name. Each table has a structure where we represented ER databases by tables. So that uh, designing tables from the ER diagram is already we have seen in the previous lectures. A row in a table represent a relationship among a set of values. Since a table is a collection of such a relationship, there is a close correspondence between the concept of table and the mathematical concept of relation. So this is a theoretical part that the example of this particular point, a row in a table, represent that we are going to see in the coming slides. Now this structure consists of 4 points, as I already told: basic structure, database schema, keys and schema diagram, out of which we will start with basic structure. So this is what the basic structure. You can see a table named as the account table, which consists of 3 columns as account number, branch name and balance. So account A101, A102, A201, branch name, downtown and balance 500. So this is the account table. Now in this account table, we have headers like account number, branch name and balance. I just told these are the columns. We call these columns as headers as attributes. We know account is going to be entity set, and attributes for entity set account are account number, branch and balance. So this is the scenario. Now for each attribute there is a set of permitted values called the domain of that attribute. For the attribute branch name, for example, the domain is set as all branches. So there is a set of permitted values for each and every column, because branch name is having a set of branches. From that only the branch name will come. Account number is again a set of account numbers. From that account number will come, and balance will have a set of values. From that balance will come. So that we'll see on the next slide. I hope you got this point. For each attribute, there is a set of permitted values. That permitted values is called as domain of that attribute. For the attribute branch name, for example, the domain is a set of all branches. Now, how to represent this mathematically? Let D1 denote the set of all account numbers. D2 denotes the set of all branches, and D2 denotes the set of all balances. Now, any row of account must consist of a three tuple, that is V1, V2, V3, where V1 is an account number, that is V1 is in domain D1. Similarly, V2 is a branch name, that is V2 is in domain D2. and V3 is a balance, that is V3 is in domain D3. So this is as simple as it is, because V1, V2 and V3 are the domains, and uh, these values of all these account numbers, branch and balances belongs to V1, V2 and V3 respectively. Last point, that is how to represent this mathematically. Therefore, the account is a subset of D1, D1, D2 and D3. So any account from the account table is going to be the combination of any one of D1, D2 and every one of D1, D2 and D3. So in general, a table of n attributes must be a subset of D1, D2, Dn minus 1 and Dn. So all these domains, from all these domains, one value will be taken, and that we can consider as an account row, account entry, we can say. So this is what the basic structure. I hope you understood this. It is, though it seems very difficult, it is not at all difficult. Concluding remark for this lecture. Thus, we have seen why to use relational model, why it is popular, and we have also seen basic structure of relational model. The slides credit goes to Core Sudarshan, Database System Concepts, Silverstar, Core and Sudarshan, Database System Concepts, 4th edition. Happy learning. Do subscribe the channel to get the notifications of new videos. We'll stop here.